it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain, shine. Leave you Sunday, baby. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? Ooh, it's about to get done in the dirty South.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Redskins are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against the Eagles team that will need to deal with them all game. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
Now Thompson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Second down, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and it's third down. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Doctson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU, and boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
So now here's the third-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt it. Much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
following the interception, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Here we go now. Good. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's brought in by Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, a run with Thompson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll come out in the pistol.
3-19.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terrell Pryor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wentz now to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Working from the gun, Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And here is the Redskin defense.
D'Angelo Hall's gone to the Pro Bowl multiple times as a cornerback. Now he might be making the Charles Woodson move, swinging back to safety.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Finding time. Looking here for Smith. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. The look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Cousins. Out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now let's go.
They go play action. Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
Now let's go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Caught here by Bell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
All right, now look at 56.
Again, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Thompson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
3-19!
First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Cousins ducks him with a grab over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 16 yards there, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Steve Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On play action, it's Wentz. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
Cousins now on second down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dyson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
A first down throw for Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A first-time Pro Bowler from 2015, Fletcher Cox, continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cousins to throw it. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now let's go.
On first and 10, Cousins. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
4 down. All right, here we go.
A second down throw for Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. The rookie Jalen Mills with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And
he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Trent Murphy in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Wentz to throw on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Wentz will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, the Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Defense showing blitz. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wright's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. Been working on it all week.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now Wentz on third down. It's caught by Davis. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Foster. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT. Surveying the field. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's 2nd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Back nine it up, Philly. Here we go. Rush it. Rush it.
Play clock winding down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Cousins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third down, Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down, Cousins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A nice tackle for loss there by the fifth-year man Fletcher Cox. Signed that 6-year extension in June. That locks him up through 2020.
One of the cornerstones of their defense, one of the guys you have to have on the field. I think he'll continue to get better and better.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Foster on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A give. This is Foster. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Throwing is Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
A first down carry for Foster. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Cousins on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And quickly they get to the line.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Cousins now on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Oh, partner, my partner. That was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
It was indeed. It was a long field goal, and that ties this ball game here in the fourth quarter.
And that sideline absolutely loved it, didn't they? I don't know how many of them thought that he would make that, but once the ball got over the crossbar, that's one fired-up football team.
And out now come the Eagles. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Wentz, Ertz over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Cousins. Caught right side. Davis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Kendall Fuller. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So out now come the Redskins. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to follow the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm and in the moment, and get it done, it really was a thing of beauty to conclude this game.
So for the Redskins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. The rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. People here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m.